So does that then, I guess, is a two-parter, like, does Drake make timeless music? And for an artist who is as accomplished as him, like, is that a big red flag that, like, your best shit that you put out is not a timeless piece of work?
No, Drake does not. Drake doesn't make timeless music. He has a lot of great records that will still play. I think to make timeless music means you put together bodies of work that are timeless. Drake doesn't do that. Drake has timeless records. And that's just a singles thing. Like, that's a song making thing.
He'll be
it's not a red.
Like...
Exactly. It's not a red flag on Drake because he played the game as it was presented to him. He got in the game at a time where CDs were on their way to becoming obsolete. Mixtapes ran the game, so whatever free music was king. Rap didn't really have the biggest rapper in the world was just a rapper, who was Wayne, who he was under. So it wasn't about your life. It wasn't about the story. It wasn't about real transparency about you as an artist. So when his peers that he's coming up with, the Kendricks, the Coles, the Wale's, even Big Sean to an extent, when those guys offer a little bit more transparent music and he doesn't, he had to stand out from that. And that's why he made himself kind of the not street version of Jay-Z. Like I always say, Drake is the last rap superstar from the sense of like the chains, the cars, the girls, the arrogance. And that's not a knock to him. You know, the
that was fly for a decade.
The arrogant way he operated. So to that, like I said, it's not a red flag. He played the game. He played the game how he could play the game up until he couldn't play it that way anymore. Now where we're at now is how he played the game in 2017. He's still trying to play the game that way in 2026. We shooting threes from 30 feet, brother. You can't take long twos no more.
Yeah, nah, it's he's like the every other Celtics game. Like, nigga, you 6 for 30 from 3. Like, go inside, do something.
Don't disrespect my Celtics like that.
You know, and the thing about that comparison is that you want Drake to drive and take the layup. He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it.
Will you think Drake make timeless music?
Nah, I'm with Tony as far as like the timeless songs, but I did want to like. What was the last timeless album y'all feel like we got from a rapper?
Ooh.
And like, I guess also, what is your definition of timeless? Like, is it something that you feel like if it dropped today, it would still be great, or just something that you
GNX and Let God Sort 'Em Out came out too recently, so I'll take those out because I feel like those came out too recently for me to say. Before that, the last timeless album I think we got, to me, is...
Trying to see if we going back to... Man.
That's a great question.
Because for me, timeless is it sounds like the era it came from, so it don't necessarily got to be like great if it came out today, but it's the best. It almost feels like the best of that era, right? Like... For example, I'm just gonna use like a really basic ass answer is like, I think that's the appeal behind Illmatic, right? Is like Illmatic is like this defining sound of an era, and we just assume and we just go like Nas was so great at it, like that album will forever hold up. That's a timeless album. Like for Reasonable Doubt, for example, is like Jay is not the same person as a 50-some-year-old that he was when he made Reasonable Doubt. But Reasonable Doubt still sounds like then, but he was so damn good at it that you don't got to be in 1996 to be like, oh, Reasonable Doubt is dope. Like, you can hear that sound, that style, that era, and you can play that now, and it's just at the highest form.
I think the last timeless album we got that I could remember was 444. To me, I think there's been, like, album. Like, I think that was the last timeless album that I can remember listening to pre-GNX, pre-Let God Sort 'Em Out type of deal.
And what would you say before that? If you had to find something else before 444.
Dirty Sprite 2. Dirty Sprite 2 for sure. And that's 15.
I include Future.
Okay. To Pimp a Butterfly, that's the same year. To Pimp a Butterfly. And that's
Culture.
2 years in between those albums. So if I say To Pimp a Butterfly, that's 2015, and 444 is 2017.
If we're not including the two recent ones, which I think we all agree on, is Culture would probably be that, because to me, Culture feels like that era of Atlanta, when Atlanta was the biggest thing out, it was the hottest thing out.
I was thinking that too.
It's like, it's got the big ass records that would still go today. It's got the cultural impact of just who they are. Like, that album is borderline perfect, and it represents a sound, and it's at its highest level. So Culture would probably be the last one.
I like that pick.
I mean, if you want to be a part of one of the coolest and most unique communities, don't forget to like and subscribe.